Gav, great. The contract, obviously, great to get that done, and you can really focus on the next 18 months.
Yeah, no, I'm obviously delighted to get it sorted. It's good for me personally. Really excited about it, and it's nice to put it to bed. And like you say, keep the focus on this season.
I remember when you first made the step up and how proud you were. It's still that feeling, isn't it? This is your club.
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously, yeah. It sounds corny, but it does. It's great to get sorted and be involved at the club, and especially at the moment we're going well. But when you're going well, you're desperate to do even better and better, because it's a great feeling. When you speak to people, you can tell there, although we've not got fans at the game, last few weeks when you've bumped into people, they're excited by it. So yeah, and you feel that. You feel that excitement, and you're desperate to work even harder, try and maintain that and do even better.
Could you have imagined when you first made the step up from the youth setup that it would go this well?
You never know in football. You do. It sounds silly. You never know what's around the corner, and that's why we have to work. It sounds silly. Work even harder, because football has a habit of kicking you up the backside if you switch off. So if you're doing okay, which we are at the moment, you have to. You're on the radar of people, other clubs, etc. So we're conscious that we really need to kick on, do more, work even harder to maintain where we want to get to.
When you're a Cumbrian lad and it is your club, what's it like to be part of something like this? Even if it wasn't going this well, what's it like to be part of it?
It's good. It's good because it's a general interest. When you drop the kids off at school, people ask you. It's nice when you've had a good result and you've pleased people. Comment, but people are pleased to comment. Sometimes people comment as well about the result, as we all know. So no, you go into the shop, you go to the post office, everyone comments, and if results are going positive, it's much better, obviously, personally.
It's just a relationship between yourself and the manager that seems to have developed over the last 12 months.
Yeah, obviously I didn't know the man. We didn't know each other before I came in, but it's a relationship that's definitely developing. We know how each other work as the weeks go on, and that's important. So yeah, enjoying that side of it, and like I say, if we can continue to work well together and get results, it's positive for everybody.
And every one of the lads that we speak to, they say the same thing, that both you and Chris are demanding from them all the time. It doesn't matter if you've just won 4-0, they want more. You want more.
Yeah, because you get greedy. You always want better. And yeah, it's great to win, and it's a great feeling. But you don't want that feeling to go away, because you know how much better it is to win. It makes everything better in life. As daft as it sounds, it makes your weekend better. It makes home life better. It makes coming to training better. And that's why you're desperate to win, because in football and sport, professional sport especially, winning's everything.
From the outside looking in, it doesn't look like it's a yes environment. It looks like it's an environment where the coaching staff want to challenge each other as well. Yeah,
it comes back to that point. You desperately all the time. One game finishes, you're looking at the next game, and you, like you say, it comes back to winning. Winning's everything, and you do what it takes to win. So any small margins, anything that you think can improve, you obviously work under the manager. If we can help him in any way, it's important that we continue to do that.
How long did it take for your role to define itself with Chris, Gav? How long before you both settled into this is what you do, this is what he does? Or is it changing all the time?
No, I think it evolves, because you don't really, games come thick and fast, and there's always something pops up, for a player, or obviously especially with the environment at the moment, COVID and travelling and training, the weather, etc. You never really get tight. It just evolves, and you deal with what's in front of you. Obviously, I know what he looks for now. He knows my personality probably better in the last year, obviously, because like I say, we didn't really know each other, so we kind of know what each other are looking for, and like I say, my job's to assist him in any way I can.
And having that contract done at this stage, does it take the weight off your shoulders? Is it in the back of your mind as you come towards the end of the season that something isn't done, and in this case it is, so you can crack on?
It's great, it does, yeah. It makes you feel a little bit at ease, especially, because football, contracts, you never know what's going on. Like you say, if you're out up in the summer, it is on your mind. But not daft enough in football. It's like we keep coming back. It's repeating results of everything. So if you're winning games, your contract's all right. If you're not winning games, then your contract becomes vulnerable, and that'll never change if you're a player or a manager. Especially when you're on the coaching side of it. It doesn't change at all. For the manager, you generally, and I've been fortunate enough to see work with a couple of managers, but you are conscious of you need results for the manager to stay in the job, and that helps you stay in the job.
You've touched on this already, but is it really enjoyable at the moment? I know the results help, but it seems like a really good group from top to bottom in the football sport.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but they are a good group. They are a good group to work with. They're hungry to do well. You can feel that spirit, that building, and that's important, because it's obviously going to be, I think 4 or 5 months left of the season, 25 games left, so there'll be challenging times ahead. So we need to maintain that environment, that positivity that will drag us through certain games.
Top of the table, I was going to say we wouldn't expect this, but actually we would, because this was a good group that was put together in the summer.
Yeah, but like I say, we're top of the table. You know, we have to maintain that. 25 games to go. It doesn't. You're looking at points. What points you need. But it's only early January, isn't it? So there's a long way to go. It's nice to be at the top rather than the bottom, but we know football, like I keep saying, can change quickly. So we have to keep that foot to the pedal.
Gav, thanks for your time. Yeah.